I'll be as strong as a mountain, or weak as a willow tree. Anyway you want me, well, that's how I will be. I'll be as tame as a baby, all wild as the raging sea. Any way you want me, well, that's how I will be. In your hands my heart is clay, to take and mold as you may. I'm what you make me, you only to take me, and in your arms I will stay. I'll be a fool or a wise man, my darling, you hold the key. Yes, any way you want me, well, that's how I will be. Oh my God! Some people showed up. My schedule got all fakaked today because of this gig I had, and now I have a long drive coming ahead of me. I have a long drive coming up in just a half hour or so, and I thought, what am I going to do? I could do the no show at 9 o'clock in the car, just talking while I drive, which is a possibility. Maybe I'll also do that. Ah, but I thought I wanted to get something more no showy on tape here. The weird thing also is there is natural light in the room, which is weird. I'm not used to doing the no show with natural light. Hello, David. Hello, Dawn. Nice to see you. Thank you for finding me, as they say. Um, yeah. So I had to shoot this morning. The mustache lives. Like I said, I got about six. I'm exaggerating now. I got 4 or 5. I'll say 6 or 7 messages to make sure I had a mustache today for this shoot. It turns out the mustache was in the script. Then it turned out they wanted to make the mustache longer, which was very disconcerting because I had a beard. I could have shaved this thing into any shape they wanted. I could have made it go like this, little, there were all kinds of options, but I was just guessing. So then when I got there, they're like, "Oh, we're going to extend it with makeup." So that's what they did. But it all worked out. It was a fun, low pressure scene. On the table in the restaurant where the scene was shot, there was food, and there were a lot of vegan options. So I was well fed on this gig. Hey, Dave in LA, how you doing? Oh, that's you. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay, that's you, Dave. Dave in LA. That's so funny because yesterday when I saw the David, I thought, oh, maybe David Feldman changed his handle, but that's you. Okay, nice to see you. I like that. I don't know what's more offensive. Say that beep in my face or David. No, I don't think either is offensive, honestly. I like seeing you here, whatever your name is. Okay, that song was Any Way You Want Me. That's How I Will Be. Words and music by Aaron Schroeder and Cliff Owens. 1956. I know it as an Elvis song. Um, yeah, so that's what happened. I came to town on Wednesday. arrived an hour before my costume fitting, around 2 p.m. 1 p.m. I arrived, and now I'm heading out of town 53 hours later. They call it a Blitzbesuch in German. Oh, that's something on the screen. I thought it was in my teeth. A Blitzbesuch. That's a lightning visit. It was a lightning visit. Yeah. And it's back up this evening to Massachusetts, and then 6 more days to train for the September 7th swim. And that's what's on my plate. Unless I get a call about one of the auditions I did early in the week, which could always happen, but then I'd really be doing a lot of driving back and forth. I probably mentioned this on the show before. There's a podcast voice that people have where they get very quiet. They talk sort of like this. It's like an NPR. It's like an NPR voice. They sort of talk really quiet. They either talk quiet like this, or they just, it's almost like a whisper or a gravelly thing that they do where there's no. I find it very annoying. So then I'm aware. Oh my God, am I doing podcast voice? Please warn me if you ever hear me doing podcast voice. Put a message in the chat. I got out my Elvis book because my other book, my Daily Ukulele, is up in Massachusetts. Let's try this, another Elvis song. Oh, hold me close, hold me tight, let me thrill with delight. Let me know where I stand from the start. I want you, I need you, I love you with all my heart. Every time that you're near, it's sort of in an in-between key. I can't really do it like this. All my cares disappear. Darling, you're all that I'm living for. I want you, I need you, I love you more and more. I thought I could live without romance until you came to me. But now I know that I will go on loving you eternally. Oh, won't you please be my own? Never leave me alone. 'Cause I die every time we're apart. I want you, I need you, I love you with all my heart. It's sort of an in-between, or you got to sing it really low. Maurice Meisels wrote those words, and Ira Kosloff, also 1956. I want you, I need you, I love you. All right, that's a little bit of Elvis from Elvis's greatest hits, which Hildy took a little bite out of a few months ago. Hey, Dawn, thank you. I'm looking forward to being back here with the dogs in a few weeks, where we have a bigger crate for Hildy, and maybe she will have overcome her taste for literature, where she likes to chew on books. I haven't been chewing on the book that I've been reading lately. I've been reading this book that I'm really enjoying. I can't remember the title because I haven't read it in 3 days or so. It's in the West. I usually don't enjoy Westerns, but this is a kind of dystopian view of the West. It's some very young guys who end up signing up for the military. Horrible, brutal stories, but really a great voice, a great narrator. It's called One More Day, This Day, All Day Long. That's the title, All Day Long. And my friend Kit sent it to me. In the last year or two, honestly, the best novels I've read are the ones that Kit just sends me. So I have my own, it's like having my own librarian friend. He's not a librarian, but he reads a lot and he sends me some good books. Um, but instead of reading what's been going on the last few days in my downtime, I've been watching this Netflix. I got Netflix again because Kirsten wanted to watch something, so I signed up for it after a year off from Netflix. And Three Body Problem. I think that was the show that she got hooked on. The Three Body Problem. I didn't watch it. I don't know what it is. Maybe I saw an episode. But when I started watching, didn't have any idea what it was. Hadn't heard of it. It's called The Terror. It's an English series. It's produced by Ridley Scott. I do not know what year it's from. The Terror. And the Terror is the name of a ship, and the ship sails to the Arctic in search of the Northwest Passage. It's 10 episodes. I'm 9 episodes in. It's really good. It's the acting is great. The writing is great. The writing is kind of elevated. The story takes place in the 1840s. Um, so somehow it works really well that the language sounds, I wouldn't say the language sounds antiquated, but elevated. It's very dramatic language, theatrical. Um, the actors are great. One of them is Jared Harris. One of the actors, I don't know if that's Harris, honestly, but one of the actors is a guy who plays the king in one of those other English royalty shows like The Crown. Maybe he plays Prince Philip. Hey, Ichabod dear, how you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Ferdman sent you. Oh, that reminds me. I have to buy a pair of Ferdman mugs for my friends across the street. I have a friend across the street whose name is Fertman, Fertman, and I told him about the Ferdman Show mugs. So I'm getting a couple for him and his son. So that actor is great. Then there's an Irish actor who plays one of the captains, and then there's this English actor who I've seen in some other stuff who's just incredible. I don't know how else to say. The acting is great and the writing is great. The show is called The Terror. The Terror, and it's on Netflix. So that's what I've been doing in my downtime instead of reading the novel that I was really enjoying. What else do I want to tell you? I'm starting up this workshop again that I did in August. This terrific workshop. It's a short humor writing workshop to create these pieces like for McSweeney's or for the New Yorker, Shouts and Murmurs, that genre. So coming up with some new ideas for that. Oh, and the woman who played my wife on the TV show today. So the show is called The Better Sister, and an actress who I'd never met before, who plays my wife, she has a film festival in New York. So I'm looking into that to enter our film in another one. This is called the Socially Responsible Film Festival. So it's films that are on subjects that have some social activism or social cause. So I told her what the film was, and I said, do you take comedies? She said, we do. And this is sort of about therapy and about self-help. So it might. So I'm going to send her that. So that might be another festival for us to enter. Yes, Dawn, I recommend it. It has a little supernatural in it, and it has a lot of. I won't say anything more. I don't want to. I like watching shows when I know nothing about them. That's my favorite. Going into the theater or turning the thing on and not even knowing what genre it is, so I can experience it without any preconceptions. Wow, I just got an email. I was about to go look and see what other song I wanted to do. And I got a message that says, important update, your W-9 and 1099 forms are being migrated. I don't think that's really, I don't think the English is really good there. I don't think you can be migrated. I think migrating is you migrate, or things can be moved, but I can't migrate you. Is migrate a transitive verb? I'm going to migrate you. I don't think that's, but I'm going to leave them alone. The good people at QuickBooks. But apparently, that's good to know. My W-9s and 1099s are being migrated. I wonder where they're going. All right, let me see if there's another song I want to do. Any requests? Oh, Misty. I loved that song, and I did it on one show, and then that was the one show we took down because not because of copyright, but because of YouTube saying you can't monetize this episode. But I don't monetize any episodes, it turns out. That whole idea of turning this into a some sort of giant juggernaut, that was not in the cards. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know. Walk my way, walk my way. No, I'm not going to do this without practicing. Yeah, I love that song too much. I don't want to fish it up. I don't want to fudge it up. Sounds fishy. Yeah, it's a little fishy. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to end the show. Here's why. Tonight's going to be a double show. So this was part one, and then I'm going to get back on at 9 p.m. from the road, and I'm going to do a little bit of show without music to finish up tonight's show. So this has been an early and abridged version of the No Show because of my weird schedule today. Normally I'm here every night at 9 on the East Coast, 6 on the West Coast, and I appreciate you tuning in. I'm Ethan. This has been half of tonight's No Show, and I'll be back in 3 hours or so for the second half. Okay. Thanks, Dawn. Thanks, David. Thanks, Ichabod. Thanks, everybody. See you later.